What is up, guys? How's it going? Uh, so, as you've seen in the title, I have developed some stuff. I've uncovered. I've I've pulled back the manifold. I've released Pandora's box. Okay, I figured it out. This is going to be everything we know so far about Westworld Online. We're going to go over the gameplay trailer that I just saw about 6 hours ago, and after diving into this and building up some hype on the hype train, I'm psyched. I'm ready for it. I've been excited for Red Dead Redemption 2, and now look, we've got a game that's coming out this year before Red Dead, so hopefully it gets some of Red Dead's hype in, and everyone's like, man, it's another, it's an open world, Western game. So let's all play it. It's not going to be Red Dead Redemption. I mean, Rockstar has been very good about making quality games. So I don't know if it will be on the same, how would you say, scale. It'll probably be on the same scale, but I don't think it'll be the same play type. But we'll delve into that a little bit later. But right now, we'll go over the gameplay trailer. And this is on GameSpot's channel, so we're gonna watch this. I'm gonna stop it a couple times, and I'll tell you we're gonna skip a little bit because you can see it. I'll post a link in the description of the full trailer if you want to watch it yourself. But let's dive right in.
Hi everyone, my name is Stefan. I'm the executive producer of Wild West Online. The whole team's excited for you to take a look at some of what WWO has to offer. We'll start with...
Okay, so already here we have male and female and 3 faces to choose from, and then there's facial features. I'm sure there's probably going to be a lot more faces to choose from. I mean, skin tone, hair color, basic customization doesn't really show us much here, but whenever you spawn in,
look around, then move around, and start
exploring. Look at that.
And you'll never get lost in the world because with the press of a hotkey, interactable locations highlight in the viewport. Here we'll see a clothing store, bank, gunsmiths.
So you can take note here. There's no mini map currently, but there is a compass. So you can base off compass. I'm guessing there's going to be a map that you can pull up, like Red Dead Redemption and GTA, all that good jazz. So
and a newspaper bulletin board. So we're going to check a bit out of what we've got around us, and then we're going to decide what to do next. And let's go read the paper.
Okay, so the paper basically is just informational. You can see it here. It's just like, oh, hey, talking about stuff. It doesn't say anything about the game. It's just daring nighttime raid, probably about the most interesting thing, and the bank robbery. So robbery. They have clothing stores.
Interface, and instead we'll just show you this new outfit.
So from what he was wearing earlier to what he's wearing now, much different. Basically changed bandana. He's now wearing a kind of a little bit more fashionable attire, not wearing a belt, so I don't know how he's going to holster that gun, but oh well. Bandanas in Red Dead Redemption mean that you can't lose reputation, so I don't know if that means anything. Going up here, there will, so clearly, poker, mini games inside the game.
Now, almost all open buildings can be explored. But if you take something from there that doesn't belong to you, it's theft. In this case, we're going to go over here and we're going to steal this whiskey bottle. So there it is, and we are going to take it. Whoop. Alrighty, we just stole...
Okay, so not very fluid on the movement there. That's not a game issue. I think that's more of a player issue. But theft, you can steal things from NPCs. I don't know about PvP stealing things, but I'm more than likely when you kill someone, you're going to be able to loot their body and grab things off of there. But I do think there is player permanent weapons, and we'll dive into that in just a second. So basically,
Might
there's
end up on
the
most wanted level.
here we go. We'll go to the bounty.
Right.
So
Open it up, and now
so here's the bounty bounty board, and if these are actual players, if you see their name, Ori44 is not really an old Western name. These are all components in the customizable thing. Most people didn't pick up on that. If they look like this in the quote-unquote most wanted poster, and they actually look like it in-game, then these 4 people are different versions of your customizable character. Okay? So, interesting. And then you can grab 3 of them, and it looks like you can, at a higher level, you can unlock 2 more, if not more than that. So, yeah, most wanted poster, you can claim bounties, whatnot. I would have just taken, because there are 3 right here, and he's in Stone Creek, I would have just taken all 3 from Stone Creek. So there is PvP, and there is a reason these people have bounties on top of their heads, basically, why they're going to be hunted. There's clearly a system in place that makes it to where your decisions in the world affect how the world around you reacts. You know, if I'm going to be a bad guy, I'm going to be a criminal, I'm going to rob banks, I'm going to kill people, there's probably going to be a white knight somewhere who's going to try and come hunt me down, grab a bounty, and, you know, try and be my bounty hunter. So, and I'm guessing these are all 4 available to everyone. It's not just 3 people and you can only take 1 bounty, or 1 bounty can be taken out on someone, because if that were the case, then me and my best friend, you know, we're playing, we do bad things, and we know, okay, we're on the most wanted list, I'm going to take his bounty, and then he'll take mine. That way no one else can hunt us. So I think these are available to everyone. But let's skip forward to another thing. Okay, so fast travel is waypoint based. I don't think it's from a menu, which is a-okay with me because you have horses and whatnot.
you can use the crafting desk to make things, access your stash of your reserve supplies, and change outfits like in a clothing store.
Yeah.
You also can unlock the ability to fast travel between cabins.
Fast travel.
The map will show you all the places.
But note, he says unlock, so it's not going to be a first thing that you can do. So I'm guessing it is based off of how many places you visited, or a level-based thing. I'd really hate that if that were the case. But as you can see, it says we are in the province of Stone Creek, but there is several collections of buildings in this map. I wish I could just drag this around. And then this is a pretty good overview of how big the map is going to be. So Stone Creek is where he was. He was on the railroad tracks. He dropped off here. There's the clothing store right there. And then these are all the other buildings. So pretty sizable map that we're going to be playing on.
So this cabin marked right over here. Hold E to travel, and bang, here we are. And now you can see the ability to fast travel between.
Okay, I just want to mute him for a second. Okay, so let's go into how big the map is. He gives us a full view of it, and that's what I want to look at. There we go, look. Okay, so you see how small that town is. Now just imagine that. It seems like this portion of the map is only about a third of it. So I'm guessing there's going to be bigger towns, most likely like huge settlements that you can go into and look. But there's also these collection of buildings every which where and there. And I'm betting money this is not the only map, or this map like is going to expand with the free expansions that are in the game, are set in place right now. All expansions are supposed to be free. That's what they said on their website, so I'm excited about that. I love games that do the free expansion because I hate paying for DLC. It's just, I feel like if I pay $60 into a game and the game needs more fleshing out, that the content creator should continuously pump out stuff for my continued enjoyment. But we'll get into that in another video, another day. Skip forward to combat. This is where he's hunting down the... Yeah, this is where he hunts down the guy. And we'll just play it until we think. So you can play with your friends, and that's a huge bonus. It looks like that guy has a deputy star. And he did mention earlier in the video that you can sign up to become a deputy of the sheriff. And this is what's interesting.
Him down, and he's got his buddy Davenport with him. So Mike and I should be able to take down those two guys. Oh.
Yep, right there. Okay, so shadowing. So light changes on like where you are. Shadow, super interesting. HUD's very basic. You get your down here in the bottom right corner is the round count and amount that he has. He has 8 rounds in the gun currently and 15 rounds overall. And he just shoots this guy right in the back. So probably really realistic. That is an octagon barrel, it looks like. I would probably say 30-30 or 30-06. Don't know really the rounds that he's using and what year this takes place, if they're going to be historically accurate. But this does not look like gold it looks like gold maybe covering, but it does not look like gold as a weapon base, even though gold was sometimes used in weaponry back then. So if they're going to be historically accurate, maybe there's probably going to be a gun that you can have that's completely gold. But gold is a pretty soft metal, so just out of common sense, you wouldn't use gold as like the main thing for a heavy rifle. But let's go ahead and see how he shoots him. Just one to the back, yeah, dead. Little indicator that they die, or they take damage at very least. And this guy turns on is friendly, takes damage, yeah. So it's an indicator to take damage, and it has an icon for he has a bounty on him. This is the guy you're looking for. So maybe you could approach it differently with how you interact with the bounty. You basically say, hey, I've got 3 people in the woods and we're going to kill you. Or you can come back with me alive and I'm going to cash in your bounty instead of just going guns blazing, which is probably going to be like the more prevalent option with people playing. I know if I'm outnumbered, I'm definitely going to take the option of trying to shoot and kill them versus having a discussion and being like, hey, work with me here. And I think this game is only on PC right now. And that's fine by me. User interface, hopefully people will have some way of communicating, whether it be through keyboard or through mic, like how I talk to people. But yeah, so he collects the bounty, and it pops up right for you. You don't have to take it back. So now you have that $472, which is a lot of money back then. So he gets the money, bam. Into that, you can go to the website, which is what we're going to go to next. All right. So now we are over here at the, I hate my mouse, their website, which is where I got a lot of my information. Welcome to Wild West Online. Who do you want to be? Yeah, it's basically like create another life, role playing. I'm gonna role play. Your actions in this world will affect your reputation, which will define how players, NPCs view and treat you. Yeah, it's so your actions do have consequences, and that's what I think a lot of the thing is, or a lot of the my interest in the game is I hate whenever I play a game and I shoot someone running down the street, GTA, and cops chase me for 5 minutes, I get away, and that's it. That's why I like role playing, because humans will remember you and humans will remember your actions. That's why I enjoy like doing that happy camper. PvP adventures. Or PvE adventures. Not all players will want to engage in PvP activities. Yeah, true. Or even act with other players much at all. That's very true. While playing alone or with friends, you can engage in various PvE activities. These will be kind of like a raid or something. Red Dead Redemption had on their online servers, they have missions to where you basically clear out bandit camps. Probably something similar. But what the big thing is, yep, free expansions. What I love right here. Home on the Range, Night Manager, and the Great Train Robbery, Mountain Man. I'm guessing it's to be like an explorer, and Viva Mexico. Yeah, another whole new biome, a new desert range environment modeled after old Mexico. This will increase the map size by approximately 50%. So it'll be about half the size of the other map, and feature unique period architecture and character options. So you probably get a sombrero, stuff like that. But so earlier I mentioned the ability to stencil / engrave your guns, so customize your guns right here. So right here, okay, it says in-game account badge, so you get like a special badge for it. Treasury notes, how much money you start off with. Storage space slots, 100, 500, 250. I have bought the $60 version of the game. They do have a 100% refund policy. No questions asked. You don't like how the game's going or what direction it's taking, they will refund you the money, no questions asked. Up to a certain point, which I think is full release. Which even if I play it all the way through the games or up to the game's release, and I say, you know what, I don't really want to play the game's release, so I guess I just won't. But I have bought the $60 one, so we will be able to play it in alpha. And I have asked for approval. They haven't gotten back to me yet, but I have asked for approval. So if you're watching this and you're a developer of Wild West Online, please get back to me on that. But so garment bags, probably having something to do. These special garment bags give you various character cosmetics for you to show off your unique style to other players. Gun engraving stencils. This is what I want to get to. So permanent unlockable gun customization offered for your guns. So what this makes me believe is even if I die to another player and I have a special gun and I have it engraved and I have it the way I want it to look, no other player can come around and take my gun from me. They can probably take my ammo, but they can't take that gun away from me and then I have to work for it again. So I'm probably, if I buy, a 44 mag pistol and I make it look like something Da Vinci made, all engraved, make it look really nice, there's no way that I'm going to die and then lose that permanently or have to work back for it. And then another thing is small land plot deeds and large land plot deeds. So you can own property in the game. And it seems like you can own multiple places, which is another huge thing. So say you want a place to hang out, have a little place to divulge some criminal activity, something to like, hey, let's go plan a bank robbery with my friends. Okay, so I'll have a small plot land to develop that, or just look for a safe location to go to, or just have like a huge mansion. I don't know about customization, far as they haven't said anything like you'll be able to build a house the way you want, or you'll be able to change the houses, or you'll be able to paint it. That'd be really cool, but I don't know if that's a real thing in the game. But yeah, so basically what we know so far, huge map, PvP and PvE interactions. You will be able to customize not only your character and character's face, the fur that is on their face, the hair that comes out, like beard, mustache, your hair. I mean, you can't have awesome hair like me in the game, probably not, but you will also be able to customize the guns you want. So, say I have a Henry rifle, it's lever action, it looks really nice. I think what that guy had was a gold plating over that, because usually that would probably be silver or chrome. Or not chrome, steel, just regular steel or iron, just because it's a novelty. It's a luxury to have that, a fancy gun, a really fancy gun that you're like, it's gold plated and it's got diamonds on it, it's got gems on it. You know, it in the Wild West, that's a novelty. That's not like a, I don't need to impress anyone with how good my gun looks. It only really matters how well I shoot it, you know? Which I hope there's a system in place that makes people who invest more time into the game and more time into shooting and learning the game and stuff, that they get stat boosts, like, you know, their accuracy's higher, they have better stamina, they can draw quicker, you know, like, that would be a huge part of the game that I would love if, like, I'm like, hey, you and me, like, say there's a player that I don't really like. I'm like, you and me, let's go duel 30 paces, you know. Walk out. I want to have a higher stat to where I could draw faster and start pulling the trigger before he could, you know. That would be cool. Probably would work out the way that he would get upset that how dare I do that, pull out his gun in the middle of the saloon and start shooting at me. But, you know, at least I could see him start to draw, and maybe by that time I could pull mine and blow his trigger off, or blow his head off. Like Han Solo, like who shot first, you know? I want to be Han Solo, and he can be the guy that dies. No one remembers the guy that dies. So, but yeah, so we know that you can own land, change weapons, garment bags. So I'm guessing customizable options. I'm gonna guess there's probably one customized option per garment bag. In-game currency. You PvP, PvE stuff, as well as basically a pay-to-win system at the beginning. Because I do have the $60 one, I will kind of have an advantage over some of the players that only buy the $20 one or the $40 one. But because I went all in, because I'm like, I want this game to succeed, so if they had a Kickstarter, I would probably give more than $60, to be honest. I think the Wild West genre just looks good. And also right here, early bird exclusive content, exclusive saddle and horse cosmetic skins. That means you can customize not only yourself and your guns, but you can also change your horse skin, which would be really weird. Cut off the skin. But you can also change the saddle. If they're gonna go to the level of taking out, like, changing the gun skin to have stencils and stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if higher level players, after you just don't have money to spend, or you just have money to spend on whatever you want, that you could get some pretty nice looking saddles, and basically look like the how would you say, a pimp? You look like a pimp, homie. Word. But you also get badge icons, and you get something in the forums, so if you're talking like that. But whenever this game comes out for alpha, I hope they allow me to record and they allow me to post on the thing. You know, I'm really excited to play it, and I will try as hard as I can to find bugs, let them know about certain bugs and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just, it looks stellar. And the main thing I want to focus on, the no fuss refund policy. We offer unconditional refunds. As a team, we all agree that it is unfair to get caught up in all the hype of a new game and end up getting burned. We do not want you to feel like you bought into a game that isn't what you hoped for. So, up until the second phase of alpha testing, we will let you refund your early bird purchase with no questions asked. Okay, so it's second phase alpha testing. But basically, like, you say you were getting into it and you're like, hey, I played this game, it's not really what I'm looking for. So if I get in and I'm like super hyped about it, and then I play it and I'm like, man, that really chaps my buns. It wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be. They do have a system in place that will allow me to get a refund back. Maybe buy the $20 version or something. Because even if, from what I've seen, it looks like it looks like a $40 game, to be honest. I'd pay $40 for it. I mean, I paid $40 for Friday the 13th, and that game's at full release, and you still gotta have DLC on it. But you know, it looks like a good game, and I'm really happy they're going with the free expansion route. A plus on that. It's a Western. A plus on that. It's PvP and PvE. Double A plus on that. You know, it's so far 3 out of 3. You're doing good. And customization, I want to make my character mine, so you know, I really am looking forward to seeing all the options that I can customize my character. But I'll keep you guys posted on this video, or posted on this game. Wild West Online, links will be in the description. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section down below. Feel free to subscribe. I'll be having some early content out for you for this game as soon as we can. First day it's out, I'm hopefully they allow me to stream. I'll stream and I will play the game for you guys, and I will post it as soon as I get it edited and out to you. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys join me on this ride. Hit me up in that comment section down below. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you've been here and you're like, man, I don't really want to watch you play a Western game. That's okay, dude. I'll be back with my regular content. As usual, I'm not going to give up any of the other games that I play. As for right now, it's Isle and then another game that I go on and off of. Unfortunately, the Isle has given me some trouble, so I haven't been able to film any of my gameplay of that in the last week or so. So I've been playing Players Unknown. But aside for issues, technical issues like that, it'll be the Isle video, and then it'll probably be this whenever it's out on closed alpha. So just stay tuned, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and have a lovely day.